do you have any siblings?
I do. I have a ton of siblings. I have 4 brothers and I have 2 sisters. And yes, so it's a ton of us. We've been around the block, you know, we fighting our whole life, all that good stuff.
Wait, you just took my next question. I was going to ask.
She definitely just took your next question.
Like, how was that growing up? You was out there, or was that?
You know what? To be honest, like we do have a lot of siblings. My mom has 4 siblings, and then my dad has 5. So it's separate houses, but you know, together it makes up a big family. So we didn't all grow up in the same household, but we all love each other. We're all pretty close. We got even closer as we got older. But all of that sibling rivalries, fighting. I got some crazy stories about siblings fighting.
So did y'all grow up in the same area, or for the most part?
For the most part, we're all from San Francisco. So we all grew up in San Francisco, just in different households.
Okay. So y'all had one of those names like, oh, that's one of those Miller kids, like, just leave them alone. They gonna come after you.
No, this is real life. Like, this is just factual stuff. We are the Millers, but I put us on the map. I put in enough work to where they'd be like, oh, that's Raquel little brother. That's Raquel little sister.
Yeah. Okay.
Leave that one alone.
They know. Like, I put in enough work to where they was good in them streets.
Okay. I respect it.
So how did you get into boxing?
In them streets, though. You know what? To be honest, okay, hold on, guys, I'm coming back. Lord, my phone, don't kill me. Like, I got phone be ringing too much. But listen, I'm back. I got into boxing because, you guys, no lie, I used to fight so much in the streets, right? Like, I used to be fighting boys, girls. I used to just fight all the time, right, y'all? And to be honest, I never was a bully. Let's get that straight, okay? I never was a bully, but I've always been nice and bubbly and laughy. And like, where I'm from, I'm the first person, well, my family is the first family that ever lived in the projects. Right, so y'all can learn a little history that people don't know about pretty people. I don't really share it. But anyway, I'm from San Francisco. I'm from Hunters Point. I grew up on Harbor Road, and it was a really rough area. You can do the research, blah, but really rough area. And we moved in when I was about 10 or something. So, you know, you move into the hood, you're a little cute girl, and all of the hood and all their cousins and all of that, they want to fight you. But I was always a tomboy. And I always was never scared to fight. And so I remember coming home like, Mom, I want to be these girls' friends. They want to fight me. And she's like, well, you know what you're going to have to do, right? So I just realized, like, you know, it's either eat or be eaten. And y'all not about to bully me and beat me up. Like, that's just not going to happen. So I just had to beat a lot of them girls up so they could recognize, like, no, you're going to respect my mind. And so then they respect my mind, and you know, they left me alone. And that was kind of how it did. But then anyway, I got older, and luckily for me, I've always been really well versed. I've always been diverse. And I was blessed to have a really good job at a younger age. I worked at a law firm when I was 16, and, you know, I lived in the hood. So I almost have like a night and day type of transparency in regards to kind of like corporate America and then home. So anyway, I got older, and I got tired of people being like, oh, I remember you beat up such and such. I remember, this is embarrassing. I don't want to talk about this. So anyway, I just want to challenge myself, and I want to see if I could really fight, because everybody can street fight for like 30 seconds. You know, you think you're doing something, you choke somebody else, throw them down. That's not boxing. That's not fighting. So I really want to challenge myself. And then I grew up in the area of Mike Tyson, and Christy Martin was badass, and she had those pink little boxing trunks on, and she was beating up girls on TV, and I'm like, that's going to be me. So that was when I really first fell in love with boxing. And I just knew that was something I had to get it out of my system. So I tried boxing 3 times before it stuck. One time I just was not disciplined. I wanted to spar. They didn't want to let me spar. So I quit. The second time I went back to train, and the coach was really inappropriate, and he liked me. He was being really weird, and I really wanted to fight him. And he told me women didn't belong. For real, y'all. He told me women didn't belong in boxing, and that I should be a ring card girl. And he was an older man. And you know, I should have knocked his old ass out, but I didn't. I left, and then I was like, you know what, I'm done. So the last time for me, I was like, you know, Raquel, no matter what happens, stick to it, have one fight, and see what happened. And now here I am today.
Yes.
So that's my story on how I actually really got into the ring and really started fighting.
Well, we got another question. We need to know a story about.
What's up? I got some answers.
How'd you get your nickname?
So I got my nickname because, like I told you, I worked in corporate America for years before I finally quit to get into boxing. And so I used to come into the gym and I used to be looking cute with my little work clothes, all the stuff. And they'd be like, oh, you're pretty. And they used to, all the dudes in the gym used to be like laughing like it was a joke and like I was playing or something, like I was really just in the gym. Because a lot of dudes tend to think so much of themselves like girls is only coming to the gym to see them. No, newsflash. We come into the gym because we want to fight. And so I would come to the gym and I would have my little work clothes on looking cute. And they'd be like, oh, you're pretty. And I'd be like, shut up. Then we'd start sparring. And I'd be beating them up and punching them in the nose, busting their nose. And they'd be like, you a little beast. And so it used to be a joke in the gym, like, oh, she's a little pretty little beast. And so it really just started as a joke and they used to just tease me and play with me. And then it just kind of just stuck. And then it just became like, you know what? I don't have to look like a fighter to be a fighter. You know? I can be cute. I can be fly. I can do my thing. And then as long as I get in the ring and kick ass, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's what Pretty Beast is all about. You looking good at whatever you do. And you beasting at it.
What job was you working at while you were training to get this name?
So I was a law clerk. I was a law clerk in San Francisco. For real?
Wait, just hold on. Wait, I gotta process this. So, did anyone at the law firm know that you would be at the gym beating people up after work?
Yeah, you know what? At first they were like, they didn't think I was that serious. But I'm like, nah, you guys, I'm really serious. Like, I'm really about to start boxing. So then I started making the news. And then I was in the newspaper. So then they had to respect my mind and realize like I wasn't joking. Like I'm not playing. Like I'm really serious and I'm really doing this. And then they'll respect it or check it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
For sure. Yeah. What inspires you? What's your inspiration?
My inspiration is, what is my legacy going to be when I'm gone? I want my family, I want my siblings to know that we're worth it, that we matter, that we can do anything that we put our mind to, no matter what our background is, no matter where we come from. I want them to know that we matter and that we can do anything. Because a lot of people from where I'm from, you know, so many of my friends has been murdered, so much sadness. And I feel like I'm one of those glimmers of hope. Like, I'm not one of those people, when I do make it, they're going to be like, oh yeah, she's from San Francisco, I never seen her. Nah, my hood know me. They love me. They respect me. And I didn't live in the corner. Sure. You know, I live right smack in the middle of everything. My mama still lived there, unfortunately. So, you know, they going to know that it's possible. And that's what it's going to be. And they're going to know that you can do it with your own flavor, with your own style. Don't settle. Don't compromise who you are. And don't allow nobody to put you in their box.